Hey guys, this is Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts, and today we're looking at the HP Pavilion dv2. This is a new thin and light notebook from HP. This is the box. Let's see what's inside. Alright, and we're back. So this is everything inside the box of the particular unit that I was sent to review. This is the dv2 right here. It comes in two colors. This is moonlight white and espresso black is the alternate color. You can see here that this is an external DVD player. So that's right, this does not have an optical drive. I'm going to repeat that since I know people are going to ask this question. It does not have a built-in optical drive. If you want to access CDs and DVDs, you need to purchase this external drive. There's a regular DVD version that you can get, and the version that I'm holding here is actually the Blu-ray player. So this is kind of a neat combination because this notebook plus this player means you can output Blu-ray discs directly onto the notebook, and if this has an HDMI port, which I think it does, you can of course crank out the Blu-ray player externally. So I'm going to just set this disc aside for a second here. Everything in the box. This is the power adapter, nothing particularly special there. It comes with this package. This has some of your stuff in it, paperwork, the usual. Looks like there's one disc. So this is Painter 4, which is a graphics program, and it looks like there are no discs for restoring the unit. There will be an application on the hard drive to create restore CDs, and of course there will be a partition on the hard drive that you can use to restore the machine if the Windows installation, takes a dump, as it were. Here is the battery. There's really only one battery option with this particular unit. It is a six cell battery, and it looks like it is 4,910 milliamps. So there's no mention of 55 watt hours is the battery. And here is the dv2. So the first thing you're going to note is that this is a very thin and very light notebook. So you might even think that this is a netbook, but it's actually not. It runs Windows Vista 64-bit. It has a lot of power under the hood compared to a netbook. But what's interesting is that it is actually within the price range of a lot of netbooks. So let me just walk through some of the specs. Well, First I'll put in the battery, although there was a note that said that the battery does need to be charged. Before I put in the battery, I'm going to point out one thing here. There's a little spot here that says SIM, and so this particular version I was sent, in fact, might be equipped. No, I take it back. This version I was sent is not equipped with a wide area network card, but you could probably install one. There's a version that you can order online that will come with the wide area network card, and that means that you can get internet access anywhere for a small monthly fee. So I'm just going to attempt to put the battery in here. Okay, so the battery clicks in. So even though the top of the notebook is white, the battery is black, but it blends in with the bottom here. So that's not too bad at all. Now, let me just go through some of the ports on this unit. This is the Ethernet port. It's 100 megabit. It has a VGA out port. There is the HDMI port, so I was correct with that assumption. So when you combine the external Blu-ray optical drive with this unit and you have the HDMI port, you can actually hook it up to a big screen TV, and bam, you got your 1080p Blu-ray. So that's actually pretty cool, I have to say. There are two USB ports on the side here. There is an air port for venting hot air. We'll switch over to the front here. This is where the speaker is. So this is actually an SRS. It says SRS Premium Sound. It's an Altec Lansing speaker. I always think it's a little bit silly when they put labels on kind of everything, but there you go. Now you know it's an Altec Lansing. Over here we have the power button. Looks like we have a Wi-Fi hard off on switch. we have a memory card, or a flash memory card slot. It is SD, memory stick, MMC, and XD. So basically every major standard except for compact flash, which is sadly on the way out. We have a microphone jack here that'll be for audio input. We have a headphone jack here for audio output. We have an additional USB slot here. We have a power input port, and then we have the Kensington lock, or sorry, Kingston. I always get those two companies confused. This is where you secure the unit. Now, we'll take a quick look at the bottom here. I've covered up my serial number for those of you that like to press pause in my video and get my Windows XP or Windows Vista serial number. This is where the hard drive goes here. So as you can tell, it's user accessible. 2 screws, pop that off, the hard drive will be underneath. This is the RAM slot. So ditto, you can pop that off, RAM will be underneath. There's a panel up here for the Wi-Fi card, so you can pop that off and swap out the Wi-Fi card, and then also there's going to be probably the wide area network card in there. So I'm just going to crack it open here, and we can just take a quick peek at it. So as you can tell, it has sort of a neat finish here. Let's see if I can get this a little bit closer to the camera. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but it's got this sort of these sort of streaks of gray, which I actually really like. It's got a nice full-size keyboard. Let's run through some of the specifications. Pricing for this today when I'm shooting this video, which is in June of 2009, this unit starts at $599 and goes up from there. This particular unit that I was sent, I priced it all out, and right now it's just over $1,000. It's $1,009 for this particular configuration, which is pretty close to the top end configuration. So for $599 you can get into the base unit, and then it kind of goes up from there. So as I mentioned, it comes with Windows Vista Home Premium, the 64-bit edition. This uses an AMD Turion Neo X2 dual-core mobile processor. So that's a big mouthful, but this is, as I said, a real notebook, not a netbook. Pretty much every netbook on the market, other than a small handful, most of them are using an Intel Atom processor, 1.6 gigahertz, and this is also a 1.6 gigahertz CPU inside here, the AMD Neo, but it is a dual core, which is different than the Atom processor, which is hyper-threaded. So it's sort of it gives itself an extra thread, but a dual core is real processing power. So this would be quite a bit more powerful than in the Intel Atom processor. This unit I was sent has 4 gigs of RAM, so huge amounts of RAM. Most netbooks are limited to 2 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, I should point out it also comes with a little shining cloth, which is nice because, as you can tell, every surface is shiny. This unit has 320 gigabyte hard drive. It's 5400 RPM. I would have loved to have seen a 7200 RPM, but again, to get a unit this thin, it's possible that they had to make some sacrifices. There is a 500 gigabyte option that you can upgrade to. It is also 5400 RPM. This one has a really decent video card, which is another reason why this is very different than a netbook. It has a 512 megabyte ATI Mobility Radeon 3410. So that's one of the reasons why it's able to do the Blu-ray video playback via this external drive, is because it can actually decode high definition video. So if you're into video, this is definitely a step in the right direction. The screen is a 12.1 inch diagonal screen, and it's a 1280 by 800. It does have a webcam up here at the top. Sorry, this is a little bit hard to maneuver. There is the webcam. No word on resolution. HP completely hides that on their website, so I'm going to have to figure that out. 802.11 ABGN, so all the Wi-Fi spectrum's covered. Bluetooth 2.0. It has the HP color matching keyboard. I'm not sure why it's a feature, but HP likes to mention it. The 6-cell lithium-ion battery, and then of course the external drive here, and then it comes with Microsoft Works. And I think I mentioned pretty much everything else. It is 3.81 pounds. So it's under 4 pounds, which means it's nice and light. It's really thin. It's actually 0.93 inches thick here, or thin rather, and the other specs are 11.5 inches this way and 9.45 inches this way. So that is it for my quick look. As you can tell, there's a lot to talk about, lots of features. I will definitely be doing another video. Be sure to check it out. This has been Jason Dunn. Thanks for watching.